Drill bits are the cutting tools of drilling machines. They can be made in any size to order, but standards organizations have defined sets of sizes that are produced routinely by drill bit manufacturers and stocked by distributors. In the U.S., fractional inch and gauge drill bit sizes are in common use. In nearly all other countries, metric drill bit sizes are most common, and all others are anachronisms or are reserved for dealing with designs from the U.S. The British standards on replacing gauge-sized drill bits with metric sizes in the UK was first published in 1959. A comprehensive table for metric, fractional wire and tapping sizes can be found at the drill and tap size chart. Metric drill bit sizes. Metric drill bit sizes define the diameter of the bit in terms of standard metric lengths. Standards organizations define sets of sizes that are conventionally manufactured and stocked. For example, British Standard BS 328 defines sizes from 0.2 ohm to 25.0 ohm. From 0.2 through 0.98 ohm, sizes are defined as follows, where n is an integer from 2 through 9, NA 0.1 ohm, NA 0.1 plus 0.02 ohm, NA 0.1 plus 0.05 ohm, NA 0.1 plus 0.08 ohm. From 1.0 through 2.95 ohm, sizes are defined as follows, where n is an integer from 10 through 29, NA 0.1 a. NA 0.1 plus 0.05 ohm, from 3.0 through 13.9 ohm, sizes are defined as follows, where n is an integer from 30 through 139, NA 0.1 ohm, from 14.0 through 25.0 ohm, sizes are defined as follows, where m is an integer from 14 through 25, MA1 ohm, MA1 plus 0.25 ohm, MA1 plus 0.5 ohm, MA1 plus 0.75 ohm. In smaller sizes, bits are available in smaller diameter increments. This reflects both the smaller drilled hole diameter tolerance possible on smaller holes, and also the wishes of designers to have drill bit sizes available within at most 10% of an arbitrary size hole. The price and availability of particular size bits does not change uniformly across the size range. Bits at size increments of 1 ohm are most commonly available, and lowest price. Sets of bits in 1 ohm increments might be found on a market stall. In 0.5 ohm increments, any hardware store. In 0.1 ohm increments, any engineer's store. Sets are not commonly available in smaller size increments, except for drill bits below 1 ohm diameter. Drill bits of the less routinely used sizes, such as 2.55 ohm, would have to be ordered from a specialist drill bit supplier. This subsetting of standard sizes is in contrast to general practice with number gauge drill bits, where it is rare to find a set on the market which does not contain every gauge. Metric dimensioning is routinely used for drill bits of all types, although the details of BS 328 apply only to twist drill bits. For example, a set of Forstner bits may contain 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30 ohm diameter cutters. Fractional inch drill bit sizes. ANSIB 94.11 M 1979 set size standards for jobber length straight shank twist drill bits from 1/64 inch through 1 inch in January 64 inch increments. For Morse taper shank drill bits, the standard continues in January 64 inch increments up to 1 3/4 inch, then 1/32 inch increments up to 2 1/4 inch, 1/16 inch increments up to 3 inches. 1/8 inch increments up to 3 1/4 inches, and a single 1/4 inch increment to 3 1/2 inches. One disadvantage of this scheme of sizing is that the size increment between drill bits is very large for the smaller sizes, 100% for the first step. The implication is that number gauge drill bits have to be used to bridge the gaps. Another disadvantage is the convention in labeling the bits. Rather than an integral number of 60/40ths of an inch, drill bit sizes are written down as irreducible fractions. So, instead of 78/64 inch, or 1 14/64 inch, the size is always written as 1 7/32 inch. This can lead to confusion and mistakes unless great care is taken. Below is a chart providing the decimal fraction equivalents that are most relevant to fractional inch drill bit sizes. Fractional inch drill bit sizes are still in common use in the U.S. In the past, they were popular elsewhere, but they have now been largely discarded in favor of metric sizes. Decimal fraction equivalents, 0 to 1 by 64 THS. See the rest of the chart A. U.S. number and letter gauge drill bit sizes. Number drill bit gauge sizes are analogous to, but different from, American wire gauge. Number gauge is routinely used from size 80 to size 1 followed by letter gauge size A to size Z. Number gauge is actually defined at least down to size 97, but these smaller sizes are rarely encountered. It happens that as the technology for making small drill bits and drilling small holes has become more available, metric measurements have become the norm. Number and letter gauge drill bits are almost always twist drill bits because the gauge covers a size range across which the twist drill bit is the most commonly used. The gauge to diameter conversion does not follow a set formula, but rather was defined as a useful and practical measure. The graph shows how gauge diameters change with gauge. Each step along the horizontal axis is one gauge size. The step size between adjacent gauges is smaller for smaller gauges. This is appropriate, because the tolerance of the diameter of drilled holes is closer for smaller drill bits. The increment from one gauge to the next for a number 92 drill bit at 0.2 mm diameter is just 5%, compared to 10% for standard metric sizes. Number and letter gauge drill bits are still in common use in the U.S. In the past, they were popular elsewhere, but now have been largely discarded in favor of metric sizes. The U.S. number and letter size drills are sized as needed to provide proper clearance holes for screws and bolts according to ASME EB 18.2.8. There are 3 fit classes for clearance holes: close, normal, and loose. Some of the clearances required are not in increments of 1/64 or 1/32. This necessitates ranges of drill sizes in between the fractional sizes, especially in the smaller diameter numbered screw sizes. Drill bit conversion table. Screw machine length drill. The shortest standard length drills are screw machine length drills. They get their name from their most common application, use in screw machines. Given the industrial nature of most demand for screw machine length drills, they are generally sold only by metalworking supply businesses. Jobber length drill. Jobber length drills are the most common type of drill. The length of the flutes is between 9 and 14 times the diameter of the drill, depending on the drill size. So a 1 or 2 in diameter drill will be able to drill a hole 4A 1 or 2 in deep since it is 9 times the diameter in length. A 1 or 8 in diameter drill can drill a hole 1A 5 or 8 in deep since it is 13 times the diameter in flute length. Aircraft length drill. Extended reach or long series drills are commonly called aircraft length from their original use in manufacturing riveted aluminum aircraft. For bits thicker than a minimum size such as 1/8 inch, they are available in fixed lengths such as 6, 8, 12, or 18 inches rather than the progressive lengths of jobber drills. The image shows a long series drill compared to its diametric equivalents, all are 11 or 32 inch in diameter. The equivalent Morse taper drill shown in the middle is of the usual length for a taper shank drill. The lower drill bit is the jobber or parallel shank equivalent. Center drill bit sizes. Center drills are available with 2 different included angles. 60 degrees is the standard for drilling center holes, but 90 degrees is also common and used when locating holes prior to drilling with twist drills. See also, drill and tap size chart.